Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our midweek, late week reading. My week is a little off. It is Friday, so it's kind of like a weekend reading. So I have almost, I think, every single one of my decks here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, I have 17 decks. So I'm just gonna go. I just heard pull one card from each deck. All right, let's see what happens. We're gonna start with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. There has been a massive surge of ego this week with the eclipse. A lot of doubt, a lot of fear, a lot of worry, a lot of feeling like needing to make decisions in your life. Okay, yeah. Transformation. This is the Tower card. This is breakdown that builds character. It says a significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free from procrastination and releasing old belief systems. All right. First one done. Let's see what else we have. So the Tower card can be very like scary, and when people get it in a reading, they're like, oh my gosh, oh no, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to get divorced? Am I going to lose money somehow? And it's not always those external things. Sometimes it's internal changes where you all of a sudden wake up one day and you're like, I am done with this habit. I am done with this pattern. I don't want to do this anymore. So it's like this transformation. You just wake up and you're just different one day. All right. See, this is Angels of Abundance. See what card comes out. This might be a long reading if we're going to do a card from every deck, and I'm not in a rush, so I don't mind it. Okay, it says face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free from hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. And how cute, look at the picture in this card. It's a little boy and a little girl and an angel guiding them. So to me, this is not so much about financial fear. This is just about fear of success, fear of failure, thinking you can't achieve something, or being bound by your ego, and your ego is telling you you're never going to have that partnership, or you're never going to achieve anything in your life. The ego likes to play tricks. It likes to poke you in your soft spots. And this is like an immaturity, kind of like a little boy and a little girl who weren't taught how to be strong, how to trust, and how to have faith in the universe, in money, in relationships, all of that. So it's two young people, energetically young, who are starting all over again. They're starting to live their life from scratch, and they're doing it together. And I know for me, the transformation recently for me is feeling like, why do I feel like I'm starting my life all over again? Like I feel like my teacher career was in a past life. I feel like being an athlete was in a past life. And now I'm like this new person, but yet I feel like a little girl who doesn't know how to live life. But that's just my mind telling me that. But really energetically, I feel like I'm brand new. I feel like I'm starting fresh. And I'm seeing more and more how I was broken down in the past and not loved, and I wasn't shown unconditional love. So I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it feels like. So I find it very, very hard to navigate life, with all the characters in our movie, who's real and who's not, who's down for me and who's not, who can I trust and who can't I? And I find it super difficult. And then my ego tells me that I'm a moron and I'm stupid and I should know better. So this is also a sign to be gentle with your inner child. All right, next deck is the Ever Unfolding Heart. I created this in memory of my daughter who passed away 10 years ago. All right, we have spice up your relationship, send a cute flirty text, surprise your partner with a gift, do something different each month to keep the fire burning. If you're single, call in this type of relationship for yourself. Spice it up. Talk about switching gears. So I feel like even with the fears with fear of success and fear of failure, that might be in partnership. So are you feeling like you're being held back, or you feel like you're not good enough for your partner, or you feel like maybe they're not doing the work to grow and to evolve on their own? It's not your job to fix anybody else. You work on you, you expand yourself, and you'll attract that person into your life. And anybody else that's not serving you will move away. So spicing up your relationship, though, sometimes that is evolving. Sometimes that's finding out what your partner's love language is and nurturing them and providing them and asking them, hey, like, are your needs being met? What can I do to help you? How can I nurture the relationship? I always like to see it as when I coach my clients, there's a masculine, there's a feminine energy, doesn't matter gender, but in between that bond is the relationship. And that's the thing you have to water. That's the thing you have to nurture. So you're not always necessarily nurturing the other person, you're nurturing the partnership. And that means having check-ins, seeing if you're meeting their needs. I was on a Zoom the other day with a woman who was considering getting divorced because her husband cheated, and she doesn't want to. She wants to work on it, but she's like, I don't know how to live life with him without this incessant worry that he's going to do it again. And I told her that she needs to make a list, kind of boundaries, and say, hey, like, if we want to do this, we have to nurture the partnership. And this is what these are what my these are what my needs are. And when I stumble across my words, that's always a message that somebody out there needs to hear. So I feel like somebody who's watching this right now, you are being called to make a list of your boundaries. What are your needs? What do you need your partner to do to nurture the partnership so that you can feel safe in that container? So she's not feeling safe, even though she wants to make the relationship work and she wants to heal it. But she has to set a boundary. She has to tell him, hey, you're going to need to do these 5 things in order for me to build that trust back. And that might be, texting me if you're going to be late from work, checking in, sharing your phone, or do whatever it is. You figure out what your boundaries are that are healthy and not toxic. And your partner, if it is meant to be and you are meant to stay working with this person, they will honor those boundaries. They will work hard to make sure they're nurturing the partnership and your needs. So the first 3 cards we have are all about transformation in partnership. Fearing that is did somebody fail you? Did they cheat on you? Did they hurt you? Are you not showing up in the partnership? So the fear of success and failure is in this card. Then we have how to nurture, how to bring it back together. And that's the transformation, is the rebuilding. Remember I said there are 2 young people starting all over again? That could be your partnership. Maybe somebody hurt you in the past and now you guys are getting back together and you're starting from scratch. You're communicating, you're speaking your needs, you're saying, hey, I need you to do this for me because I'm feeling a little insecure about this because of the past behavior. And honoring the fact that sometimes people are, acting out of integrity, and it's because of their wounding. They don't know any different, or they're self-sabotaging because they fear stepping into something where they might have to change. In these love partnerships, sometimes you have to open up and you have to be emotional and you have to share your feelings, or you have to say, like, I'm scared you're going to leave me. And that's the best kind of partnership, when you can communicate your needs and you can really be honest, because guess what? That's that list. You're telling your partner, I'm scared that you're going to leave. Well, guess what your partner's going to do? They're going to do everything they can to make sure that you feel safe and that you feel nurtured in the connection. Okay, moving on. All right, we have 2 cards, emerging into grace, rising above. So I see only beauty and grace. I open my soul to grace. Well, hello. Something about grace here. I see only beauty and grace. I open my soul to grace. And that grace is God. So you're rising above ego. I just heard you're rising above the ego. The ego's been telling you these lies that you can't rekindle, or you can't make this work, or you can't find new love, or you maybe you do have financial fears. Lean on God, lean on grace. Rise above the ego. Do not listen to the stories. Do not listen to the doubt and the fear. I just posted on my shorts this morning and on Instagram a reel that said, like, your life can change overnight. Everything can shift in a heartbeat. And that's when you believe that it's possible and you believe in a higher power. Just had something on my lips. Sorry, guys, if you were seeing that. Okay, let's do universe card. It's so beautiful out right now. I love this. Okay. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. That's a pretty cool freaking card, isn't it? I love the eyelashes. I have a sign in my bathroom that says, my soulmate is mascara, because I love mascara. It's the only makeup I wear. But yeah, your faith, when you lean on your faith, boom, that's when everything starts to align. You have faith in the miracles. You have faith that everything is going to pan out the way it needs to pan out. But you have to listen to the inner nudge. If you're feeling a nudge to start a conversation, to end something, to start something, you have to do it. You have to get the ball rolling. I always say it's like pushing that first domino, and then all of a sudden they start going. All right, we're gonna do an angel. This is my archangel deck. I don't use this deck too often, but we're gonna see what card comes out. Oh, love yourself unconditionally. Ask for help. Your guardian angel. So normally all of these cards are a certain angel, like archangel. I can't even pronounce that name. So this one, we have just the straight guardian angel. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we all are assigned a guardian angel in this lifetime, and they're with us always. I believe that when people say that they have these experiences where they shouldn't be alive, like they're in a car accident and their car is totaled and they somehow survive it, I believe the guardian angel steps in if that's not a part of your path, and it comes in to change things. It can drop into human form to shift and to help us. So I think this is saying a guardian angel is taking over this connection. It's taking over the person who's maybe losing faith and they think there's no way out. Your guardian angel is protecting you. All right, here we go. We're moving on. Let's shift away from the partnership spirit and let's get another message. Okay. Okay, we have the bear card. It is safe to step fully into your light. And I just heard mission, your career, what you're being called to do, you're being you, just sharing who you are. I know I've been going through a weird, like, little shift. I don't know, I just feel really called just to work on my body and to work on getting my body as healthy as I can get it, and sharing how I'm doing it, and sharing more workout videos. And they always say, like, whatever if you're a social media person and you like to post, or you're trying to influence in any way, they always say, like, pay attention to what the world needs. So what is getting the most views, what's getting the most likes, and it's consistent. It's not like an algorithm type of thing. It's like, wow, people are really liking what I'm posting because they need it. That's usually something that we have to do more of if it lights you up. I've always posted workout videos ever since my daughter passed away, because working out really saved my life and helped me stay sane during that process. And I learned it kind of sparked my self-growth journey. I realized that the habits, the consistency, the awareness, what I'm putting in my body changes my mood. And I kind of got away from that when I dove into my spiritual awakening, because I was like learning about all spiritual content and working on healing all of my past and my wounds and seeing more of who I am and why I do the things I do, and looking for attention from men, and healing that, and realizing that I am a soul and I don't have to be attached to anything or anyone in order to be happy, which means I don't need money, I don't need a partner, I don't need a beautiful home, I don't need a beautiful car. That can all be stripped away and I can be okay. So through my spiritual journey, that was my end game. I wanted to be somebody, and I still do. I want to be somebody who knows that I'm safe no matter what, who knows that I'm loved no matter what. And when I'm having a moment where I'm crying, feeling alone, or feeling like I don't have something, I know that that's ego. I know that's not my soul, because my soul came here for the experience. My soul came here to appreciate the sun on my back and the warm breeze and even the rainy days. And when my mind starts to create a story about why I might be sad or why I might feel grief, I'm not going to buy into it, and I have to start recognizing it. So my mission was to evolve myself to a certain point where I can enjoy life and not cling to anything. And lately I've been really clinging to the idea of a partner, and I know that's something I have to evolve through. I have to work through and realize I don't want to be trapped in a partnership where I need them. I want to be in a partnership where we get to indulge in each other and share and expand and grow and have experiences. So I feel like this is going back to the partnership talk, because we're being called to share our light, and a lot of times people are not in the right connections, and not until you start sharing your light that all of a sudden somebody else sees your light, and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be working with this person, or I'm supposed to be spending time with this person because they're like me, they're unattached, they understand the purpose of life, they understand that sharing your light is the number one mission. It's not partnership. And that's where my ego tricks me into thinking that, oh, having a partner is the mission. And it can be part of your mission, but your soul is an individual. You came here to expand and to grow on your own, and that's sharing your light. And that's stepping through the fear, maybe having to do certain things that you never thought you could do, but you're doing it anyway. And that could be a love partnership, maybe. And I feel like somebody out there might be in a situation where I just got this feeling like they're scared to even date. They're scared to even open themselves up to love again, because maybe they've been hurt so bad in the past. Or like I said, they're terrified of, being attached to something. I can't get into this relationship because, oh my gosh, it's going to control me. It's going to consume me. I'm going to be obsessed with this person because the love is so strong, and that scares the bejesus out of me. So I'm going to run the other way. Okay, and then we have whale and unicorn. Whale says tenderness, show compassion, and forgive what needs to be forgiven. So this is somebody who maybe has betrayed you, somebody who lied to you, who hid their feelings from you. The whale is calling you to open up your big heart and understand that you are not in charge of anybody. Everybody has their own wounds. Everybody has their own things that they're working through and their fears. So the whale understands all of this. The whale sees the bigger picture. It's graceful, it's peaceful. It goes to the depths of the ocean. It goes to the darkness, only then to come back up to the light with all of its wisdom. So it's like being hurt so badly to then come up and be healed from it. And that's what I was trying to tell my client the other day, the one who got cheated on. I told her, like, she is so strong. And I was like, if you mend this relationship, what an awesome thing that is, to say that, yeah, I went through the fire and I felt the pain of betrayal and a lack of integrity, and I still loved that person regardless, because that's unconditional love. You're loving somebody because you can see that the reason why they stepped out and cheated is because of a pattern. It's because of a wound. It's because something was missing. They were thinking something was missing inside of them, but it was really they were looking for their connection to themselves. And somebody who is that graceful and that wise, that can take somebody back after they do that to them, that's healing. That's being evolved. That's seeing the higher perspective, seeing from a higher perspective and saying, wow, I can see and I can still love this person because they're not what they do. They're not what they do. Their past has shaped them into what they've done. And the mission is to become aware of their past, for them to heal, for them to be better. And that's ascension, which it's golden unicorn, ascension, awaken to your soul's potential. So this is a highly evolved being, somebody who is ascending is rising, right? It's elevating, it's expanding your soul. It's coming, it's like the phoenix, it's coming out of the fire. It's rising from the ashes. It's seeing like, holy cow, I am this golden unicorn because I've been through something really tough and I'm rising through it. Nose keeps itching. Okay, there's a couple people walking their dog. I think they were listening to the reading. All right, this is my angel deck. Believe in yourself. Having faith that you can do anything. If whatever just popped into your head just now about like, oh, I don't know if I can start my business, I don't know if I can leave my job, you can do it. Have faith. I know for me, it was really scary for me to quit my teaching job after 17 years. I was in a routine. I was in a like this safe container of, I have health insurance, I have a pension, everything is so safe over here. And I literally jumped off the cliff and went into this blank void of, I don't know what I'm doing. Can I trust myself? I have to now provide for myself. I have to figure out my taxes. I have to figure out my health insurance. And looking back, I was a mess. I was so scared. I had anxiety every day. And now I'm like living this freedom life where I can now see that when I was so scared, everything showed up when it was meant to show up. The right person to help me with my taxes showed up. The right person to help me with my health insurance showed up. Me doing my own website, me creating my YouTube channel, everything kind of just happened. And it wasn't hard work. It was just being patient and allowing it to unfold. Okay, now we're gonna do, and I know I have a couple viewers who write me on Telegram from other countries, and they have taken leaps of faith and they quit their job and they're in this like lull phase where they don't know what's next. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. And that's where I can sit here and bring you comfort and say, just have patience. Everything will align for you. Okay, so we have the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands, which this is passion, creativity. You're finally feeling this surge to do something, to create something of your own. Two of Pentacles, which is the butterfly, which is transformation as well. But this is balancing. You're deciding between two options. You're not quite sure what to do yet. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, where there's more options that are going to be thrown at you. And then we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so it's like you have all of these options. You could see your life going in all these different directions. And the Five of Wands is kind of like, you feel lost. You're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, there's too many options, Spirit. Like, just give me one path and show me the way. But when you have options, that's good. That means you're learning what's not for you. You have to experience the contrast so you can go in the right direction. Sometimes you have to go down a road and be like, oh, that's not right for me. Go down this road. Oh, that's not right for you. And you know by how it feels in your body. And this could be through dating. This could be through career. For me, I just did YouTube, intuitive readings, manifesting coaching, Reiki. I think that's it. I did that as my source of income for the last, and my mindfulness program for the last, year or 12 months, whatever, same thing. And now all of a sudden, like, I just don't want to do that stuff anymore. And I'm like, where are my options? I feel like I have all these things I'm really good at, but my body just doesn't want to do it. So I have to honor that and just wait and see what's next. And that's why I said I feel more called to work out more, to focus on my body. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that. So I'm just riding the wave. Okay, we're going to do my sensual magic tarot, sexual magic tarot. Thank you for staying along with me this long in this reading. Oh, I love this one. We have the Two of Wands. Somebody's going to be going on a date with somebody. Fun fact, my friend Avi, she was telling me to watch a show on Netflix, and we're both watching it. It's called Emily in Paris. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but it's a really cute show. It's kind of like that mindless TV when you just want to escape your life and just, you know, not grind so much. I struggle with resting and watching. I don't ever watch TV. My mind is always thinking about mission work and my life and how to create a better life. So sometimes I got to turn it off. So anyway, I was watching the show and this reminds me of it. It's like her being at dinner with all these different guys she's like gone on dates with in Paris. And it's like super sensual. You can see her foot like tickling his leg. So I feel like, yeah. And then we have Eight of Pentacles too. So this is how it ends up. So they start at the dinner table and then they end up in bed together. So it's a partnership that is very, I just heard that you can talk for hours, but you could also be silent for hours. And that's this, is you can just be together. He's like tickling her leg with a rose. I think she's drinking coffee. And they look like twins. I don't know if you can see their eyes. They look like they have the same look about them. And there's a little heart on the table behind them. So great conversation. You can be in silence together and it feels normal. There's no pressure to be a certain way, but that conversation, that going out to dinner and going on dates is very, very, I feel like this magnetic pull, like you guys can't wait to get home to touch each other. Okay, so I think we did every deck on here except for the hidden truth. So this would be, what would your person want to say to you? What would your special person want to say to you? Okay. I left you before you could leave me. That's the fear again. People will push away love when they either feel like it's not love and they feel like it, or it's too intense, or they think it's just lust. Or I had a couple clients recently that had that situation where the guy came back and he apologized for pushing her away because he thought the feelings were so intense that he just always wanted to hook up with her, but he wasn't realizing that there was more to it. It's just he had to get past the physical for a little bit and spend more time together to know that that initial intensity will settle down. So he left her. He said, nope, sorry, this is too much, can't do it. And then he ended up coming back and apologizing because he realized that he's not going to find that kind of connection with anybody else. All right, last one for my tray of cards, and then we have 5 more decks. And then we'll end up. This is my cartoon tarot. Super fun. It's got like Aladdin themed, Lion King themed. Yay, 3 of Cups. So a celebration. People are going to be coming together. This could be a wedding. This could be an engagement. This could be a birth. People coming together to celebrate something. It also could mean collaboration. You might be working with somebody. And my hip is itching like crazy. Yikes. It's interesting. My guides make me feel certain things in these readings. My right hip. All right. Right side is masculine. Hip area is solar plexus, sacral energy, your sexual energy. So collaboration with the masculine is what I'm hearing. And the masculines are really stepping into their power. They're taking care of their bodies. Yes. They're feeling good doing their mission. Financial freedom is here. I had one person who commented on my YouTube and they said they get very itchy before they receive a lot of money. So maybe that's why I was just itching. And horse spirit is here to bring momentum. Fuck yeah. All right. So your financial freedom is coming in some way. So have faith. Oh my gosh, I can't stop itching. Spirit, make it stop. Okay, we have the Muse Tarot. Oh yeah. Page of Emotions. This is the Page of Cups. This is true love. Look at her heart beaming. It's in water. This octopus, there's fish. Deep, deep into the depths of the ocean is this love. This love runs so deep that it runs through past lives. And if you look at her sacral, yeah, look at her stomach area. There's a forest, this golden forest. So it's like there's an eternity between the two of you. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. It's like inception. So beautiful. And I just heard Atlantis. So some of you guys have lived lifetimes in Atlantis, and that's where you two were together. I am itching again. Crikey. Okay, last three decks. We have two animal decks, and angel answers. A wombat. Be at home. This is with your person. Be with your person. Come home to them. You want to come home, so just come home. They want to come home to you. They know that your body and your energy is home. Frog spirit. Take a vacation. You're overworked. Your vacation, your home is going to be your vacation. When you come together with your person, it is going to be the deepest, it's like the most healing rest that you've ever had in your entire life. Like that first time that you guys lay in bed together for hours and you have nothing to do, it's going to feel like you've waited your entire lifetime for that feeling. And I just heard that you're going to be crying because you're going to feel so safe and you're going to feel so finally at home with that person. Ask your angels. This is going to be our final few cards. So whatever questions you have around this partnership, just ask your angels to show you. I'm paranoid about people walking by and listening. All right, angels, last card. What do you want to end this reading with? Communicate clearly. Speak your truth. Tell them how you feel. Life is short. This bond has been, it's unbreakable. So there's nothing you can do to force it to happen or to ruin it. You can't ruin the connection. So speak your truth. There's no wrong. You're not going to lose anything. So you'd rather be honest, tell the person how you feel, risk being seen, risk being heard, risk thinking your ego is going to tell you that you're going to get your heart broken, but you're not, because it's an eternal bond. It's just a matter of time at this point. So speak your truth. Tell them how you feel. All right, I think that's all of them. Holy cow. We'll end with this one. Somebody's going to be coming in and asking you on a date, or you're going to be cooking dinner together and just settling in and having a couple hours in bed afterwards. All right, lovies, I am sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you at the end of this weekend for our weekly reading. All right, peace out.